North Korea is readying its combat missiles for possible strikes on the US mainland, on Hawaii and Guam. Now that's according to North Korean state media, which aired these pictures recently, a video showing mocked-up attacks on American interests and on Japan. It also shows the invasion of South Korea. Well, in Seoul itself, the South Korean president urged Pyongyang to change course and abandon its nuclear and missile programs. China is calling for restraint, as ever, on all sides. Well, let's go over to Seoul now. The BBC's Lucy Williamson following developments. Lucy, what exactly are they targeting, as far as we understand?
Well, according to the state media, these units have been told to target the US mainland and US military bases in Hawaii, in Guam and also here in South Korea. Of course, North Korea does thrive on unpredictability, and there have been a lot of fiery threats made over the past few weeks. But I should point out that the Blue House, the presidential office here, has said that they haven't seen any unusual movement by North Korea's military across the DMZ. And so as far as they're concerned, they're still trying to work out what exactly this combat readiness means. It looks quite normal to them at the moment.
But I suppose the difference is this is like a drip of ratcheting up of for people.
It's very unsettling, particularly at the moment, because of course North Korea has had fresh UN sanctions slapped on it this month. There have been almost daily threats against targets here in the south and elsewhere in the region. And since North Korea said it was scrapping the armistice agreement, which has basically dictated behaviour on both sides for the past 60 years, people are feeling a little bit more unsettled. But as I say, these kinds of threats are almost a daily occurrence, and the lack of comfort really in the region comes from trying to work out which ones are real and which ones are not.
On that basis, Lucy, as far as people understand, what would be the extent of North Korea's capability in terms of anything long range, certainly?
Well, despite the fact that North Korea successfully launched a satellite in December, most experts believe it doesn't have the long-range missiles proven that it would need to hit the continental United States, for example, that it would need to hit Hawaii. Some experts believe it may be able to hit Guam, but could certainly target bases in Japan and South Korea. So the extent of the threats being made by North Korea certainly exceed what many experts of, but nonetheless very unsettling for people here in the region.
Lucy, thank you very much indeed. Lucy Williamson in Seoul for us there.